All right, man, a little bit of late night Detroit Lions talk. As you probably already know, cornerback Rashaan Melvin signed a 1-year deal with the Lions. He fulfilled his obligation last season. Should the Lions bring back Rashaan Melvin, we back. Motor City Sports Talk in the building. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. All right, so I think Rashaan Melvin had a solid year, but I think it's unfair to the cornerbacks. All right, and I might talk about this on the live over the weekend about the Lions' needs. I may do a live. And it's unfair to evaluate them because you can't evaluate them properly because there was no pass rush. The front end and the back end must work in cohesiveness. They must do their job, and the back end must do their job. If one or the other don't do the job, the other one is kind of out there, just on Gilligan's Island. And what I mean by that, without a pass rush, it's hard to ask for anybody in this league with the 5-yard press rule, and you can't hold them, grab them no more, when you really can touch the receiver to go out there and guard these receivers and do a great job. And I believe that all the Detroit Lions cornerbacks did the best that they could this season, even Justin Coleman, because without the push up front and without that pass rush, you got all day, and you playing man-to-man defense, you're going to get ate up all day and 3 times on Sunday. So saying that, I would bring back Rashaan Melvin. All right. I know I said I would bring back Jerry Davis due to lack of depth issues. I'll bring back Rashaan Melvin. Even if they do keep Darius Slay and they do keep Amani Arakwe, I definitely want to keep Rashaan Melvin because he a depth guy. I want to keep Mike Ford too because he a depth guy. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep these dudes because the Lions have a strong secondary, or at least a cornerback at the cornerback position. They got depth there. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of depth, and in this league, you need about 4 or 5 good corners. A lot of teams coming out in 4 or 5 wides. You know what I'm saying? I think Rashaan Melvin set a career high in tackles this year, so he can tackle. I definitely bring him back. You always want competition. If they get rid of Darius Slay, and they need to bring in people like Jeff Okudah from Ohio State, even though I'm not with taking the corner that high when your front end is piss poor. But if they address the front end in free agency, then maybe you can take a flyer on Jeff Okudah. But with Rashaan Melvin, it's just, I think it's a good fit for him. You know what I'm saying? He came from Oakland where, he wasn't so good in Oakland. He came here, he fit in well, especially with no pass rush. Man, he did a good job here. Of course, you're going to give up some catches in this league. That's just the way it is. Now, if they let the defense be as physical as they want to, I guarantee you guys will have a totally different top 10 cornerbacks in the league. Or you have more interceptions. You have a lot of different things. But pretty much you got to be able to, guard with your hands behind your back like how they guard Harden sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a basketball drill where your coach dribble and you got to put your hands behind your back and move your feet. That's pretty much the cornerback position, man. But I'm all for bringing him back. He was productive this year. He provides some depth. Him and Mike Ford, they fairly young enough. They Melvin around 29, 30 years old. Mike Ford still young enough. Armani still young enough. So if somebody fall off, you can plug one of these dudes in. They experience. And that's what you need in this league. We seen this year where we was depleted at the quarterback position. We got depleted a little bit at the tight end position. We lost some linemen, I believe. We lost some receivers. So, a team, it won't cost you much for this team to keep depth at one position. Keep that depth. I think to make the secondary a little bit more complete, they need a banger or they need another safety. I was talking about Devin McCourty is free. Some few other guys out there probably at the safety position that can provide some stability if they move down in the draft and get multiple hit. Dale Pitt out of LSU. So I do think they need that playmaker at the opposite safety position to Tracy Walker. And I think they'd be good. I'm not really ready to go all in on Real Harris, but I definitely want to bring back Rashaan Melvin. Productive, I think, with a better front pass rush. He probably have a better year next year if he out there starting. But if somebody go down and he a depth guy, I don't think there's too many guys in the league I'd rather have at the price you can get him for backing up my cornerback, 1 or 2. So I think he's too experienced, too valuable, and too cheap to let go. In my opinion, it's too good of a system fit for him to probably even want to go anywhere else. But hey, we back. Motor City Sports Talk. Make sure you keep checking out the content. We'll be back in the morning with some more videos. Be careful. It's an ice storm Saturday. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my information is in the description. Want to make a donation, that link's in the description as well. Let me know what you guys think. Would you bring back Melvin or not?